Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 4th of February 2023. This is my weekly analysis video where we go over all the pairs I'm trading on the daily time frame. That's Forex pairs using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So it is Saturday afternoon, about 2 p.m. Beautiful day outside, middle of winter. It's about 32 degrees. Might time to go for a swim once I've done this video. Anywho, let's get into it. First up, what we normally do is look at the news for the week ahead. So it's the free Forex economic calendar from Forex Factory. The good thing about it is you can set it up. You can filter what currencies you want to look at and what sort of news events you want to see, and also put it in your local time frame. I'm in Kampot, Cambodia, so I'm in Indochina time, same as Bangkok, same as Ho Chi Minh City. So it's all in my local time, which is great. So this is like I said, it's a free economic calendar. Now, we'll just go back to last night, Friday. There was big US numbers out for the employment, or the non-farm payroll, as they used to call it. Look, the experts got it way wrong. You know, like if you go at the top here, it tells you what the previous was, forecast and actual. So forecast is the middle one. That's what all the experts agree on. Now, if you look at Friday, forecast was 193,000 for the non-farm employment change. It come in 517,000 so they're miles off. Even the employment rate was at unemployment rate was at 3.6, coming at 3.4. Hence the big move on the US dollar. Like I said on Friday, if the numbers come way off, the market will move, and that's exactly what happened. Looking at the week ahead. So Monday, I'm only interested mainly in the high impact events, which are the red ones. So there's no high impact on Monday. Tuesday's the big one. It's probably the biggest of the week, one of the biggest. Australian interest rate news. Now, I'm not sure whether they're expecting a rate rise. I'm assuming they are. So be careful if you're trading the Aussie on Tuesday. So it's 10:30 a.m. local for me, which is, I don't know what time that is anyway. But yeah, so be careful of that. Then Wednesday, we've got 3 talking heads speaking, just basically people that are in authority having to make a speech or speaking somewhere. Thursday, monetary policy report hearings out of the UK, and Friday is probably the other big day. GDP out of the UK and the Canadian employment numbers on Friday. So be careful around if you're trading the Canadian dollar. Bit of banging in the background as usual. So that's it for the news ahead. Now, let's get on to the charts. First up, I'll bring up this Word document. Now, if you've never seen my videos before, you might not know what all the different settings are on the indicators, etc. Just pause the video, have a read of this. Hang on, there's banging away. Pause the video, have a read of this, or take a screenshot. Just shows you what the settings are. Basically, if you have bought my books and you've got all these indicators, the default settings that I sent them to you, that's the settings on the indicators. So nothing's too hidden or secret there. As I said, have a read of that. All the different color lines on the charts, but we go through most of that anyway when I go through the video. Now, these videos are not the most exciting videos, as we always say, but if you do like them, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And we'll go back to the bottom indicator here. It's just the MACD Platinum. That's what it's called. It's just a zero lag MACD. Oscillates around the zero level. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. That's it in a nutshell, but it's not always the case, but that's most of the time. So we'll get onto the charts. This video is going to be pretty quick if I can get through it. So all my analysis is done on TradingView. I actually trade on MT5 these days. Most of my trading's on MT5. I've still got a couple of MT4 accounts, but they're converting everything. I'm converting everything to MT5 now. This is my watch list on the right. It's not all 28 pairs. It's just a sample size of pairs. So I can give you a few trade examples and a bit of trade management. So go away, motorbike. Now, if it's highlighted in light blue, it means there's a trade on and some trade management. Dark blue means there's a trade on, no action taken on that trade yet. No highlight, no trade. If it's in orange, I've got to pause this video. All right, there's just some motorbike parked out the front of my window. Now they're starting up with the tools. Jeez, never ends. All right. So if it's highlighted in orange, means something I want to talk about in this video. There is the good thing about TradingView, and I say this every week, is compared to MT4, MT5, on the close on Friday, it shows you exactly what's happening on Monday. So it basically presents any new QMP filter dots, which you'll see. There's one new trade, as I said, that'll be the USD Canadian dollar buy. So we'll see that when we get to it, and you'll see what I mean. But that's the difference. It's not really a disadvantage on MT4, MT5. Just means you don't know what's. You could always throw the QQE advanced on the actual chart, and you'll see whether you get a signal on Monday or not. It's not hard. So, anywho, let's get into it. So, what we have, we'll start. It's in alphabetical order. We'll start at the top. AUD CAD. All right. Generally, the writing on the right refers to the latest trade. Sometimes there's multiple trades on. Like in this case, there's 2 trades on. So we'll have the pair, the date, the signal. Now, in this case, it was a sell on the 1st of February. And my thoughts on the trade, all right? So that's in every video. These trades are called live at the time. So when the trade presents, so as soon as I get that signal here, I'm calling the sell trade on the open of this new candle, basically. Or in my case, the new candle's at 5 a.m. I don't get up out of bed till 6 a.m. So it's within an hour and a half sort of thing. So that's, I call the sell, take a screenshot, post that to all the groups, the JAGfx social media groups, which is the Facebook, Telegram, and Matt from Family Man's Discord channel. Even put it in the TradingView channel itself, and so then I put them in a shared folder. So it's all very transparent at the time, not after the fact. Any trades, any trade management, I'll also call them the same groups. So everyone's more than welcome to join those groups. You should find links to them in the description of the video. If not, just reach out to me and I'll get them to you. Especially, I think, with Matt from Family Man's Discord channel, you need an actual invite link, and that's only valid. Oops, it's only valid for 7 days. So if you need to get into that, I have to give you a new link every time. All right, I've got to pause the video again. Yeah. All right. So I forgot where I was at. Shut the door. Yeah. So. All the trades are called, and everyone's got access to those trade setups and that. So remember, I'm not a trade signal service. I'm just giving you examples of how my methods work on different pairs. And I use a daily time frame because it's simple, and it's just once a day update. Whereas I am currently trading 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour, and daily on another 6 pairs for prop firm stuff. So that noise is going to be the death of me. All right, let's have a look at the AusCAD. Took a buy here on the 2nd of Jan, so there's a buy here, and the stop for that is there. This green line here is a 90-cent level, it's just a big round number. So it's just on the chart for reference, just to watch price, how it reacts around it, and see how it sort of bounces around a bit. So we took a buy, stops there. Here's my trade management, and I took a sell on the 20th. That's here. Yep, took a sell there. And it didn't get to the stop. I closed it on the open of this candle, which is the 25th, as per my notes there, on the opposite QMP filter dot. So I took the loss there. In the meantime, we took a new sell on the 1st of Feb, went against me on day 1, then started to come down on day 2. Friday, come down nicely, bang. MACD is getting very close to the 0 level, and we're getting very close to the moving averages. So I'll be looking at probably the next day, on Monday sort of, or Tuesday morning, I'll be looking at closing half and bringing that stop down above this high here, just tighten things up, take some profit, put myself in a no-lose position on the sell trade also. That's AusCAD looking good there. Aussie Japanese yen, maybe. Yeah, as soon as I get everything set, it's organised, the door's shut, and the internet goes down, so I had to pause and wait there for a few minutes. So, Aussie Japanese yen. The only trade we got on at the moment is a sell, and it was just taken on Friday morning. So it has gone nowhere basically. We're still around the entry level. There was initially a sell here on the 20th of Jan, and it was closed out on opposite QMP filter dot, and that was based on hidden bearish divergence, and so is this one, the second one, hidden bearish divergence also. Stop loss up here, 93.238. So going nowhere fast. Aussie USD. All right, once we get up, now we're in a couple of buys. So we're in a buy here from the 19th of October. So that's this buy here. Stop is up here. So stop's at this level here. Can't lose on that. Locking in plenty of profit there. It's all good. Took another buy. 2nd of Jan. That's this one. Stop's also in the same place. I don't think I closed half of that out, did I? No, I didn't really. I might have stuffed up there. Why don't I close half of that? Anywho, I didn't close half. I should have up here somewhere. When I got to the 70 cent level, which is this green level, I should have closed half. I'm just looking at my notes. I didn't call it then. Oh, well, no big deal. I can't lose on it anyway. That stops above the entry level, but yeah, I'm sort of kicking myself now. In the meantime, 3rd of Feb, took a sell. Here, it was based on the big divergence there. You can see lower highs on the MACD Platinum, which is an oscillator, and price continuing up higher. So divergence between price and the indicator. So it took a sell, and for Friday was kind to us. So that it was taken on the Friday and bang, straight down, which is good. Again, I'll be watching price getting closer to moving averages, and also price coming down through the MACD Platinum. High risk trade initially as the trend is up, so I sort of take action pretty quick. And I'm still kicking myself for not taking a half a close on that one. I could have locked in a bit more profit. Anywho, Euro CAD. Euro CAD, we're in a sell from the 17th of Jan. It's just gone sideways. Still respecting this high here, which is good. See high, sort of come up, down, bounced up and hit it again. Stops up here, so no danger there. Still on a buy from the 21st of December, so it's in, no, hang on a sec. New sell signal. No, where's that? 21st of December, sell in here, I think. No, here, that one. And it was, what happened? Yeah, closed on the opposite QMP filter dot. Let's get to this buy. 8th of November, that's this one. Tell me I'm right. Jeez, you can get. All right, so buy there. Bit of trade management. It's all written here. As I said, I call that every day. Stops up here. Can't lose on that. It's good. The latest trade was this sell, 27th of Jan. Stop loss is still up here. Starting to head in the right direction now, which is good. This was a high risk trade because the MACD Platinum was already below the 0 level. But there was divergence there, and one end of the divergence actually occurred on the right side of the 0 level, which is good. And I like this big resistance level and price. So when I took the trade, I was looking at that, sort of in there, and down. It's come back up and hit it and come back down nicely. So I've lost one of my trade management tools, but that's good because I've got a buy, but I can't lose buy on, so I've got some protection there. Euro yen, nothing on. Euro New Zealand, highlighted in orange. There's a reason for that. Stop out. All right. So I was in a sell from, let's have a look, 20th of October. So here it is here, sell signal. I'll leave it on the charts just to show you guys for the video. After the video is finished, I'll tidy up this chart. So we took a sell on the 20th of October. There's some trade management there. And on the 3rd of February, which is basically last night, stopped out. It just poked through my stop there. So we took an overall profit on that sell trade. So that's finished with the sell trade. So I'll be deleting that once the video's, tidying up the chart once the video's finished. I had a couple of cracks at another couple of sells. Took a sell here. Closed out an opposite QMP for the dot. Took another sell in here, 18th of Jan, yep. And closed out an opposite QMP for the dot for another small loss. So a couple of small losses in there, and the market's going sideways. But, you know, we're making up for a little bit with regards to the other trades. So the moving averages are all very flat. The 3 moving averages are a bit hard to see in the chart. They're more just for indication. But price has popped up nicely now, heading in the right direction. Once the MACD gets through the 0 level, I'll start looking at possibly closing half and bringing the stop right up nice and tight. See if we can recover some of those losses. Euro USD. Yeah, take your sweet time. All right. We're in a buy here from the 10th of January. It hasn't really gone too far. Basically, I've just moved my stop up. I haven't had an opportunity to close half as yet. So I can't lose on the buy. So that's a good thing. In the meantime, took the sell on the 31st of Jan. A bit of a high risk trade. There was divergence. Took the sell. MACD was already close to zero level. You know, this thing's been going up and up and up and up. So it is a high risk trade going against the trend. Took it, went against me. Now, my stop loss at the time was called as 1.10411. Now, if you look across here, you'll see the high, low. Look for the high here. There's my high that went close to the stop loss. So I went high as 10330. So within about 8 pips. 8 pips of my stop loss. Didn't hit it, which is good. And down we go. So a lot of people have been tempted to put their stop right across the high here, you know. Give it a bit of room. I usually use the QMP filter dot as a bit of a gauge, and that's where it normally goes around. So it's come within 8 pips, and it's luckily it didn't hit it, and down she came, which is good. It's back through the entry level. So we're heading in the right direction now for the Euro USD. And that was, and even when I took the trade there, I made mention that it was the US interest rate news. So what is going on today? Nothing seems to be working. Anyway, that's it. So Euro. Pound Aussie. All right, in a sell still from the 12th of December, stops in place. I'm going to probably look at dragging this stop down. Yeah, not much to report here. MACD Platinum's been below the zero level for a while. We're setting up these trend lines for possible divergence until it's confirmed. Like if it keeps on coming down, it's no longer valid, just remove them. So it's just a bit of preparation. I just adjust them every day if I see divergence. So yeah, I did take a buy in. Something's not. Sorry, guys. Now there we go. I'm losing everything here today. Did take a buy in here, and we closed it on this opposite QMP filter dot here. So we took a small loss, not a huge loss, and we're still in this sell here, so we're making up for it. But I'm going to try and. I've already closed half of that, so 3rd of Jan. Where's the 3rd of Jan? Let's have a look here. See what I've based it on. All right, yeah. So on the open of this candle, close it. Prices come into the moving averages. Yeah, near this previous low here, just closed half. So I can't lose on the trade. Even if it stops me out on the other side of the entry level, I can't lose on the trade, which is good. But I want to try. At least I'm going to bring that stop inside the entry, and at least to that high there. Possibly even, if I get a buy signal, probably down to this high in here, somewhere like that. So it's a pound Aussie. Pound Swiss, highlighted in orange. And that'll be because I've stopped out. Yeah. Righto. So it's a chart I'll tidy up after the video. I'm sorry about all this background noise. They're just drilling something, building an extension to my building here. 4th of Jan, took a buy. 13th of Jan, closed half, stop moved up, can't lose. So where's the 13th of Jan? I'll be, geez, not in here somewhere. As soon as I got into the moving averages, MACD through the zero level, closed half. Stopped me out. It's only a small overall profit, but it's still not a loss, which is good. So it's a small overall profit. In the meantime, took a sell on the 1st of Feb a few days ago, and it's just gone down nicely, taking that stop out. And MACD Platinum's getting close to the zero level, and we've got this previous low here, so I'll just give it a couple more days, and if it gets down this low here, I'll be closing that half, dragging that stop down, probably just above the entry level in here somewhere, inside the moving averages. So that's the pound Swiss. I'll tidy up that chart, stop there on the buy, small overall profit. Pound yen, highlighted. Can't remember why. I'm sure we're going to find out in a second. Righto, what do we got? We've got a sell from the 19th of December, so we're still in that. There's a stop there, can't lose on that. There's the trade notes on that. There we go, another motorbike. Monday, 23rd of Jan. Let's have a look, where's that? Took a buy, yeah, that's this grey line here, grey vertical line here. Stuck in this range here, took a buy. I'm pretty sure I called at the time, a bit of a high risk trade. Closed on the 2nd of Feb for an opposite QMP filter dot. So that there's an opposite QMP filter dot here. So I closed it for a small loss. In the meantime, that was a valid sell signal, which was on the same date, 2nd of Feb. So we took that sell there. And Thursday, it was nice to me. Friday, not so calm, but at least heading in the right direction. So we've got a sell on still, we can't lose, which is there, and a second sell on here, which is profitable at the moment. And this buy here took a very small loss, just a few, nowhere near a full loss. So I was risking 1% on this trade, this buy trade, for example. Then by the time I closed it, instead of getting the full 1% loss, it probably would have been, a third of that sort of thing. So it's good. Just cut the losses off quickly. So I'll tidy that chart up once we're done. Like I said, I'll just leave these trades on to show you guys. Pound New Zealand going nowhere. Pound Aussie. Let's have a look at that. Once it comes up, it's just a slow old move today, I'll tell you. Right, we're in a sell from the 1st of Feb, earlier in the week. First day sort of went against me a little bit. Bang, second day good. Third day, bang, through. MACD's through the 0 level, we're through the MAs. I'm going to give this one more day. I'm going to see if I can get to the 240 or this previous low here. So the 240. So I'll be looking for that. So I'll draw a trend line in. If it gets there, then I'm looking at close in half. I could say close half on Monday open, but after a decent move like that, I want to see if it follows through another day at least, So there's a 0 there. So I want to see if it gets down towards this line, which is closer to 240 moving average. Close half, I'll probably bring the stop down just above these two candles here. Pound Aussie. New Zealand CAD. All right, this is a pair that I do have some success with. Buy signal here, which is 19th of October. So it's one of my oldest trades. Yeah, 19th of October. There's all my trade management and that. Can't lose. The stop's up here. Can't lose. So it's all good. Probably took a sell there. Don't know how it went out, but it would have been a successful one. Buy. Would take a buy trade there. I probably did because that's a valid signal. Have to check my notes, but that would have worked out all right too. So that's good. In the meantime, we're taking a sell. 1st of Feb. And again, it went against me initially, bang, down and down nicely through the entry level. It was a good resistance level on price or close to it, didn't break the previous high. So again, this is getting to the stage where I'm going to start looking at some trade management. Maybe this previous low here, or I've got a couple of days anyway. And because the MACD is already through the 0 level, I'll just keep an eye on that one. So that's New Zealand CAD looking good on the buy and the sell at the moment. Right, here's my new trade, USD CAD. Now, this is the example I was telling you about difference between TradingView and MT4, MT5. If it comes up. All right, just took a while. All right, see the green QMP filter dot. That won't be showing MT4, MT5 if you've got that signal on Monday. So that dot will only show on Monday open. It'll present on this candle, Friday's candle, then you just take the trade. Nothing different, it's just TradingView just gives you a bit of a heads up, that's all it is. So we've got a buy signal here. It's a little bit risky. No, I don't even think it is. You've got this support level here, so price has come down here, gone up. You've got this support level, resistance level up here. Price has gradually wound down, hasn't really broken this level here, and sort of bounced off it and heading up. So now we've got a support level. We've got a little bit of divergence, regular bullish divergence there. You can see lower lows on price and higher lows on the MACD platinum. It's all very tight and close to the close to the 0 level on the MACD, but it's worth a shot. So I'll take a buy here. I'll put the stop there. And this, I'm just assuming the market's going to open pretty close to where it closed on Friday. This could be adjusted on Monday, but this just give you an idea. I've already done my notes for the trade. Put my stop loss at this level here, 131971, which is even written over here on the red. So that's the one and only new trade on Monday. So it's a USD CAD buy for Monday morning. USD Japanese yen. Not much happening here. It's been a tough one to trade. I'm still on a sell from 24th of October, another old trade, and it's grinding down slowly. Got to stop in place here. So I could probably look at bringing the stop down a bit tighter. Look, there's signals. Ignore that. We've got divergence, bullish divergence, and we've got regular bearish divergence. I mean, hidden bearish divergence. So it puts you in two minds when you got divergence both directions, and that's why I'm just staying out of it for now. I'm waiting for a clear direction move on this pair. All these just little step down, grinding down slowly, but there's no conviction either way. You know what I mean? It's so I'll just leave the sell trade on and see how it all pans out. We really, now the MACD platinum's above the zero level, I'd like to see it come up and roll over to the downside where I would take a sell trade, but it may be turning to the upside now. Who knows? The US dollar is gaining in strength, as you'll see in a minute. All right, gold, XAU, USD. It's highlighted in yellow. There's a reason for that. I'm just trying to read my notes now. Yep, got it. All right. Now, the initial stop was up here. Somewhere. So, where is it? No, I'm leaving the stop where it is. Stop hasn't moved. All right, I'm just reading my notes. Sorry. All right, so we're in a buy. Let's go back here. We're in a buy trade. Where are we? 25th of October. Stop for that's up here, just above the 1800 level. These green lines, 1800, which is proved to be a real sticking point for gold. And this one up, you can just see is the 2000 level, which is a big round number, obviously, up here. All right, in the meantime, I took this buy. Stops up there. Can't lose in the buy. You see that? We're looking good. I did have a crack at a couple of sells on the way up and failed on all of them. Not huge losses, but still losses all the same. You know, trying to catch especially now the trend's up. We've got this big divergence. So I thought, I'm having another crack at the sell, trying to make up for some of these losses. Went against me early in the week. Wednesday popped up towards my stop. Getting a bit nervous. Thursday popped up a little bit higher before bang, down she come. Then Friday, bang, nice. Now, big move on Friday. I am calling a half a close on Monday open. MACD's definitely through the zero level. We're getting close to the 50 moving average. This is one I'm not going to give any room to move. I'm going to close half on the open on Monday, but I'm going to leave the stop in place. You can look at the distance between there and there and there and where I'm going to roughly close half. So I'm putting myself in a no-lose position already. So that's good. In the meantime, if it keeps on dropping, great. Take out this stop, which I could probably move up a little bit. If it keeps on dropping, great. Take out the stop on the buy, make money on the buy, and then I'd start looking at drag my stop down on the sell. So looking good on gold. That's why it's highlighted, because I'm going to call that on Monday morning. 6th of Feb, close half the sell trade. So there's your trade management for you. So that's it for the charts I'm actually trading. Now let's have a look at the three that I just have on the chart just for more out of curiosity. The first one's the US dollar, and the last signal was this buy signal here. These are all the valid signals. Red for sell, blue for buy. And I'll just leave my divergence and trend lines, etc. on the chart. So we've got to really clear this trend line here. This was support. Broke through, a bit of resistance there. Now it's coming up towards it again, which is also coincides with the moving averages. And you can see the trend turning down, but we have got divergence here also. So there's a buy on the US dollar. And like I say, the US dollar rules the roost these days. So that's every pair that's US dollar involved all goes the same, just in different directions, depending if it's USD yen or the Aussie USD, because they're obviously, one's the main currency, the other one's the secondary currency, so it just depends on the charts. Right, US 500. Now they've confused you. All right, so US stock market. And look at this blue trend line. Bang. Got a red dot on the MACD flat above the zero level, hence the grey vertical line. Now this line here, blue, aqua, whatever colour you want to call it. Now let's have a look. I'll just go to the weekly chart, hopefully. Now that line I've had on the chart forever. So this is a weekly chart, right? So, here, it's broken down through, bounced up against it, become resistance. So it was support here, resistance there, bang, up, sort of hung around it, broke through, then came back down, had another crack at it. So it's resistance, came down, bang, up to it again, had another crack at it and down. Now look where we are, we're back at it. So not that these lines last forever, but they are very significant when it comes to certain things, you know. So look, I'll keep on extending this line. And if we ever go back down there, who knows? We might, just out of curiosity. But yeah, that's definitely a area of significance. And I guarantee there'll be people setting up sell orders around this area here in this zone. Remember, it's not an exact price, it's just a zone, so it's an area. So it's the US 500. And last one, you can just see on the bottom of the watch list is BTC USD, which is Bitcoin against the US dollar. Again, it's just something I track because I have got an interest in cryptos. So this is the 15,000 level, 20, 25,000. So we're starting to grind up again. This is the FTX debacle over here. Went sideways, then popped up nicely, which is good. Got a couple of robots trading, so they're all back in the zones trading, which is good. So that's it for the charts, boys and girls. Bring up that Word document again. Sorry about the stop-start and all the background noise today. It's just my Wi-Fi is not 100% this new place. And yeah, there's a lot happening outside. And it's too hot to shut all the doors and windows. All right, so you can have a read of this again. Like I said, I call all these trades live at the time in the groups, in the Facebook group, Telegram channels, and Discord channel. Everyone's more than welcome to join any of them. I'm happy to answer any questions. I like looking at the way other people trade. So if you want to post something in the groups about your trades, as long as you do it with a bit of an explanation, then it's good. Anywho, I'll get this uploaded. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, whatever it is. All be greatly appreciated. Cheers, guys. Thank you.